Good evening. It's now 6:30, and I call to order the regular meeting of the Victoria City Council. Please join us in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. The first item on our agenda this evening is announcements. I want to say Happy New Year to everybody. This evening is our first council meeting of 2024 and our annual organizational meeting. For everyone watching us at home, thank you for joining us this evening. Our first workshop of the year will be held on Monday, January 22nd at 5 p.m. During the workshop, we're going to get an update from staff on the various transportation improvement projects going on in town, including Highway 5. We'll also be setting aside time during this portion of the workshop for our community to ask questions or share comments about the various transportation projects impacting the city. We'll move on to some development-related items where council will be reviewing 2 sketch plats. First, we'll hear about a proposed development called Victoria South, which envisions a 125-unit affordable apartment building and approximately 120 rental townhomes along County Road 11 just south of the railroad tracks. We'll also hear from Hometown Bank, who's proposing a 2-phased commercial development project which envisions their bank with an attached coffee shop and a separate commercial building to be built at a later date, ideally medical related. Sketchplat is our first opportunity to learn about a potential project in our community. We encourage anyone interested in learning more about these projects to attend the workshop on the 22nd or tune in online. All of our workshops are streamed live and available after the meeting on demand. As a reminder, all the meetings of the City Council are open to the public and held in the council chambers at City Hall unless otherwise noted. We love hearing from our residents and encourage anyone interested in speaking at a council meeting to contact our city clerk for more information. There are no other announcements this evening, so with that, we'll move on with our agenda. The next order of business is to adopt the final agenda. Council, can I get a motion to adopt the final agenda?
Motion to adopt the final agenda.
We have a motion. Can I get a second?
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. The next item is open forum. This is the opportunity for anyone to address the council on an item that is not on the agenda and not in application form that will be coming to the council at a future date. Please do not expect action from the council regarding comments. They may ask clarifying questions, but open forum is not intended to be a back and forth discussion. No one has registered to speak in advance this evening, and there was no one in the council chambers this evening, so we'll move on to the consent agenda. Items on the consent agenda are routine, administrative, and don't require deliberation or housekeeping items that are required by law. They're approved with one motion unless someone requests an item to be considered separately. Our first meeting of the year is our annual organizational meeting with several routine items. Ms. Hardy, does staff wish to pull anything off the consent agenda for separate discussion and vote?
None from staff, Madam Mayor.
Any members of council wish to pull any items for separate discussion?
Yeah, actually, Mayor, I'd like to pull item 5.5. This is the resolution adopting our donations.
Oh, got it. Do that. There's no one in the audience, so Claudia, if you'll let the record reflect, item 5.5 has been pulled for further discussion. Council, may I have a motion for the balance of the consent agenda, please?
Motion.
We have a motion. Can I get a second?
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Item 5.5, which was pulled for from the consent agenda for separate discussion and vote. Councilmember Evansky, please.
Yes, I'd just like to point out that on the donations, the donation came from my household during the fourth quarter. So I would like to avoid the appearance of any conflict of interest and be able to have the remainder of the council consider that, and I'll step away from that decision.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Attorney Vos, any additional comment on that?
No, that's perfect.
All right, perfect. On that note, can I get a motion to accept item 5.5?
Motion to accept.
We have a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye. Aye.
Any opposed? And abstention. Please note that Councilmember Evansky has abstained. Moving on to the regular agenda, we are now moving on. There are no regular items to come before us this evening. So on that note, we're on to reports and emerging issues. Attorney Vos, anything from you this evening?
Mayor, thanks. No, I don't have anything to report. Thanks.
All right, thank you. Ms. Hardy, anything from staff?
Thank you, Mayor. And council members, I just wanted to note that I'm really delighted to have received an invitation to attend the library board meeting this week and just spend a little bit of time answering any questions that they have about the city, but also just providing them an update on all the great things that we accomplished in 2023 and look forward to 2024. So just wanted to share that with you all.
Perfect, thank you.
Thanks.
And just for the record, will you share the financial award that our group received as well?
Be happy to do that. Thank you, Mayor, members of the council. We received a Certificate of Excellence in Financial Reporting from GFOA, which is the Government Finance Officers Association. And we are one of very few communities to have received that award. So kudos to you all in terms of policies and the things that we put in that book, and a big shout out to our Assistant City Manager and our Finance Director, Trish Pollock, who really does the heavy lifting behind the scenes and compiling all the footnotes and all of the information together. A big piece of that award speaks to the understandability and readability to the general public on essentially telling our story as it relates to the financial reporting. So congratulations to you all, and a big shout out to Trish for her hard work and heavy lift on that.
Yeah, congratulations to you and your team on that. That's Victoria has perennially received financial awards for their financial reporting. So we appreciate that and the good work of the staff. So thank you very much. Anything from council?
Just a question.
Yeah, Councilmember Gunderson, please.
On the turning north on Cochia on the east side of the road off of 18, there's a no outlet sign. And that used to be accurate, but I don't think it's accurate anymore now that we made that connection. I was wondering how we handle outdated signs.
Mayor,
Yeah, please.
Councilmember Gunderson, great question. So not sure if it was on our radar before, but it will be now. So I'll do a little bit of looking into that and we'll get that taken care of.
Perfect.
Very good, thank you. Thank you, Ms. Hardy. Council, anything else?
None for me, Mayor.
All right. Members of the council, there are no more items to come before the body this evening, so I will ask for a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
We have a
Second.
motion and a second. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. We'll be back in just a few minutes for our annual Economic Development Authority meeting, which will begin at 6:45. For now, the council meeting stands adjourned.